Today we're testing the Hollyland Cosmo 600 wireless system, which they were kind enough to send me a demo unit in exchange for a honest review. This is a 600-foot wireless system. It comes in a nice sturdy hard case. As we open, we see two layers here. We have the transmitter and the receiver. Underneath that, we have some books and we have our support. There are two P-tap power cables, so you can power the transmitter and receiver from bricks. And then we also have three antennas for the transmitter, so when you lose one, you'll have an extra. And there are two mushroom-shaped antennas. Now these are for when the camera or the transmitter and receiver are at different heights, so it's supposed to work better. You know, if the camera's on a jib or on a different floor. And you have a clamp as well as an articulating arm, which is a pretty nice one. We have a USB cable for updating the firmware and a power source if you want to go with wall power. Altogether, these are the accessories. Pretty much all come with it, everything that you'll need in one nice package.
Now the units both take Sony BPU style batteries, but they also come with a P-tap adapter, which is great.
Now a couple of features that I do like are that there are many mounting options. The receiver has 2 3/8 and 3/4 20 mounts. The transmitter has 1 3/8 in the center and 2/4 20s. Now as far as the build quality goes on these, the transmitter feels pretty solid. It's like a metal composite like other brands, but the receiver is just made out of plastic. It doesn't feel like it would hold up too well if you dropped it, which, let's face it, you probably will. So here we have the Hollyland Cosmo 600 with my F55, and you can see that the unit has SDI in and HDMI in, USB port, SDI loop out. You actually get 3 antennas in the kit, so you get an extra in case you lose one, which is nice. To turn the unit on, switch is here, powers up, and gets the signal pretty quick from the camera. Turning on the receiver takes about 3 seconds, and then for picture, about 10 seconds. There's a simple menu system. Mainly you change channel with this, and you can go from channel 0 to channel 4 by tapping the up and down keys. Then you lock it in by hitting menu once. I've changed the transmitter to 4 and the receiver to 4, so let's see how long it takes. There it comes in, pretty quick. Okay, so now that we have everything working, let's go test the range on this thing. So I'm outside the front of the building, and signal is still coming in nice and strong. Let's go a little further. So I've come about this far, and the signal is getting a little blocky and is cutting out. There it goes. I just did a measurement, and I'm about 60 feet from the unit going through this wall in this parking lot. Signal's still coming in strong. There's a little bit of pixelation, but it does appear to be playing in real time. Now we're about twice as far away from the truck as we were, and the signal is still strong, playing in real time, and I can't get any further away. So here we are in the studio. We're probably about 50 feet from the unit, but going through a wall and through all this equipment. Signal is still strong. Kind of a real world test scenario. And I have my camera across the lake on top of that little hillock. And it's just getting to be about the point where the signal is getting blocky as he's moving, especially as I start to walk further away. This is about the limit. There it goes. And he's lost. So I'd say about maybe 150 yards. And that doesn't include, no, it's back. So he's very pixelated at times. If I turn away, it gets more pixelated. It's like my body's blocking the signal, as well as those trees right there. So here we are up the road from my house, and you can barely see my truck way down the hill. It's probably about 100 yards away. And I mean, you're rarely going to be much further away from your camera than this, so I wouldn't expect any system to be great at this point. The system is very grainy, but it's still working in real time. So if you were using this from car to car, you know, you could still be using it at this point. But as I turn away, my body blocks the signal and it starts cutting in and out. You know, you're going to have interference. It's unusable at this point, really. And even this amount of static I would call unusable. But you got to remember, you know, there's trees, there's cars and mailboxes and all sorts of stuff in between me and the camera at this point. Here's a test of the lag in the system, and there is a little bit, but it's pretty minimal, and our first AC had no problems pulling focus. In closing, the Hollyland Cosmo 600 is a great value for the price. It competes with the Trigen and the Teradek 500, and I would say it matches or outperforms them, and actually has extra features, including the OLED screen, extra mounting points, and some of the extra accessories that it comes with. It also has 128-bit encryption, and they say it has record trigger and time code. I'm not able to test those at this time, but it's cool that they're trying to add features like that. I've also tested this on an actual job with my Alexa Mini, and it performed flawlessly, never dropped out or anything, and I'm very pleased with the unit. I think that I'll be using the Hollyland Cosmo 600 in the future, and I would recommend it.